First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball earlier. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
36-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit to go. When they call it, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Got a whole lot of seats on.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bucks with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Ready, ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Etienne is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
To throw is Milton. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Ready, ready. Viking, 18. 18, Pioneer.
Throwing is Milton. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically maybe a win for the defense. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now, they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it to the post for 3 points. Game on.
Looking to put a drive together.
19, shot cutting.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Richards. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Garcia. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 13. That's caught. Emeka Buka. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
The Bucks passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Got ready. Go.
Operating from the gun, Richards. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tag. 60. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Richards. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 11-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
14, Lions 3.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
3rd and 5.
2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Okay, break.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Get it. 70 Timberwolf. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hot, hot.
Here's Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Lions, 1st down.
Gibbs is into the end zone and touchdown Lions. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Right after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Once again, it's Irving. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Richards. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
19.
On first and 10, here's Irvin. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Now a second and 6. Now an audible here into something else. Second and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the Bucks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field is pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there. And they're able to pick up the first down.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
18, 70,
Off play action. Richards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a first and 10. Now Milton. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Second and 10.
19, 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Milton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's Milton. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
But somebody gotta do it. Come on, foot up on the gas.
Okay, ready?
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
Toss left to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
That's good.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Tampa Bay.
Get it. Hop, step, ready.
Again, it's Elliott. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 6.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. Still going inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa
A
Bay.
big play there. 52 yards. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, go.
Operating from the gun. Milton. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 65 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Lions 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Anderson loses the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Hold it ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Panthers, let's go now. 18, let's go.
Off the play fake. Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd down and a yard.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw. Milton. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point
The Lions
conversion.
now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Ready? Prk 80.
They're going to try and run. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
That keeps the score. Buccaneers 28, Lions 23.
Now as they line up and kick this one away.
The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here in the middle of the field, still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Second down and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Okay, ready?
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Get it? Yep, 70, Timberwolf. Ready?
Back to throw. Richards throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards in the first.
Buccaneers. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Looking to throw. Richards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown, Tampa
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Ready, break. Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
A final shot before break. Milton. That is caught by Laporta. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's airing it for Williams. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5.
Cougar 19.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
19, 18. Ready.
Back to throw. Richards. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bucks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Looking to throw. Richards. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Irving will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, check 2.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucks are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Back to throw. Milton. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Looking to throw. Milton. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's loose again. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down, he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich and bro coming slow.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Ready? Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Ready?
Back to throw. Milton. And this is going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bucs get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Lions 30.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Breaks through the contact. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Lions take over.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Open man, that's too slow. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 7 Lions.
Looking to throw. Milton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16.
That's good. For the Lions, first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back to throw. Milton. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Isaac to Slaw from 19 yards away. And the Lions get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Lions 37.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a large stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Come on, set, ready.
A run up the middle with Irvin. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Williamson. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
When the defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down. You all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. He's still on his feet. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Hey, Crash.
On first down, it's Williamson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. And the ball will come out to the 30.
Okay, ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Milton. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Rig alert, rig alert. 70 Lions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. I saw the
I just wanna rock. Body out of y'all. Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project,
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of y'all. Shorty got that body out of no ties, side up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.